Why your legs feel heavier even when you're doing everything right. Have you ever found yourself halfway up a staircase, wondering when the steps got so steep? You're eating well, you're moving, you're checking the boxes you were told to check, yet your legs feel heavier, stiffer, a touch more reluctant. Most people shrug and call it aging, but sometimes it isn't what you're not doing. It's what you're doing with total confidence. For many older adults, the quiet culprit is on the countertop, shining in a bowl and marketed as pure wellness. Not all fruits act the same in an aging body. As insulin sensitivity shifts, circulation slows, and joints get a little less forgiving, a few healthy favorites can quietly nudge blood sugar higher, stoke inflammation, drive fluid retention, or contribute to uric acid buildup. That doesn't make fruit the enemy. It means context matters, portion matters, and pairing matters. If you care about steady steps and strong legs, stay with me. I'm going to reveal 7 popular fruits that can backfire for some people over 60 when eaten the wrong way or in the wrong amounts. And I'll show you what to eat instead to support circulation, joint comfort, and everyday strength. Before we jump in, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss practical, age-smart guides that protect your independence. Then drop a 1 in the comments if this resonates, or a 0 if you're skeptical and want more evidence in the next episode. Either way, your voice steers this channel. Here's the promise. No fear tactics, no food shaming. These fruits aren't bad, they're simply powerful, and power needs guidance. Use the sections as a lens. If you tolerate a fruit well, great. If you notice leg heaviness after certain snacks, stiffness in the knees after certain juices, or ankle swelling at night, test the swaps I'll share. You may be 1 week from easier stairs, steadier balance, and mornings that feel lighter. 1. Pineapple, the anti-inflammatory that isn't for everyone. Tropical, golden, and juicy, pineapple has enjoyed a health halo for years, thanks to bromelain, an enzyme commonly celebrated for helping with inflammation and soreness. That reputation is only half the story. Bromelain is active, that's true, but active also means it can interact with certain medications and affect clotting for some people. If you're on blood thinners or planning a procedure, it's smart, not paranoid, to check with your clinician before turning pineapple into a daily ritual. The goal here isn't to scare you away. It's to bring this fruit back under your control. There's another layer. Pineapple is both sweet and acidic. Sweet matters because large, unpaired portions can hit your system fast, especially if you snack on pineapple alone between meals. Acid matters because if you're sensitive to reflux, or if you notice that acidic meals leave your joints cranky the next day, pineapple can act like a little accelerant. It won't announce itself with fireworks. It's more of a slow tide, a bit of knee stiffness here, a hint of ankle swelling there, calves that feel oddly spent after a short walk. You don't have to exile pineapple. You simply have to outsmart it. Keep it to 1 cup, pair it with protein or fat. Think Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, pumpkin seeds, and watch how your body responds over a week. If you're on blood thinners, add a quick medical check-in to that plan. That's not restriction, that's precision. If the anti-inflammatory fruit needs a game plan, what about the classic muscle helper? 2. Banana, the muscle helper with a ripeness trap. Bananas are beloved for good reasons. Portable, familiar, packed with potassium, and easy on the stomach. But bananas come with a built-in dial, ripeness. The greener the banana, the more resistant starch it contains, the more spotted and soft, the more of that starch has turned into quick-acting sugars. In a younger, highly active body, the difference might barely register. In an older body that's trying to keep blood sugar steady and joints calm, the difference can feel like the edge between a smooth day and a sluggish one. This doesn't make bananas bad. It makes strategy essential. If you tend to spike easily or crash mid-afternoon, don't eat a big spotty banana alone on an empty stomach. Go just ripe or slightly green, eat half, and pair it with fat or protein. Peanut butter, yogurt, a hard-boiled egg, even a handful of walnuts. You'll slow the glucose curve and avoid that creeping heaviness in the calves after lunch. Timing matters too. A small banana after a protein-rich meal often lands better than a banana as a standalone snack. Look for signals: nighttime leg restlessness, morning stiffness, stairs that feel like a hill, and adjust. You're not breaking up with bananas. You're renegotiating the terms. If a big fruit needs small adjustments, what about the tiny ones that disappear by the handful? 3. Grapes. Little orbs, big consequences. When you don't measure, grapes are the definition of accidental overeating. They're bite-sized, refreshing, and healthy-seeming, which is the perfect recipe for 3 unconscious cups while you scroll or watch TV. The issue isn't one grape, it's the fructose load of many grapes inhaled quickly and alone. For folks prone to gout or who notice ankle and toe pain after sweet snacks, this matters. Fructose in excess can nudge uric acid upward. Uric acid when high can crystallize in joints, sparking tenderness and that notorious big toe lightning bolt. Even if you've never been diagnosed with gout, a fructose-heavy pattern can leave your legs feeling heavy, your calves tight, and your ankles a little puffy by evening. So how do you keep grapes without letting them keep you? Portion and pairing. Pour Hive 1 cup into a small bowl. Put the container back in the fridge before you sit down. Then add a partner. Cheese cubes, almonds, a few olives, turkey slices. The fat and protein slow the rate at which those sugars flood your system. If you're actively managing uric acid or have had a flare, shift grapes to sometimes and rotate in berries. We'll talk about why they shine soon. Grapes aren't guilty, they're just concentrated. When you give them structure, they can live on your plate without living in your joints. But I eat watermelon to hydrate. Great. Let's tune how you eat it. 4. Watermelon. The hydrator with a fast lane. Here's a nuance most headlines miss. Glycemic index, GI, and glycemic load, GL, aren't the same thing. Watermelon ranks high on GI because the sugar it contains acts quickly. But because watermelon is mostly water, a normal portion often has a low glycemic load. A small bowl of watermelon, especially when you aren't starving, and especially when you pair it with protein, may be just fine. The problem is portion drift. Watermelon is light, delicious, and social. A sensible cup slips into a mixing bowl serving when you're hot, distracted, or telling yourself it's just water. That's when some people feel the slump. Calves that tire too soon, ankles that puff a little after dinner, stares that bite back. The fix is elegant. Keep watermelon to about a cup at a time. Eat it after a protein-containing meal and consider pairing it with feta, pumpkin seeds, or a slice of rotisserie chicken. If you love watermelon as a snack, at least place it in a bowl and sit at the table. Don't graze from the fridge. You'll discover whether your legs object to watermelon itself or to the way you eat it. In many cases, the fruit isn't the problem. The context is. Next up is a breakfast classic that's quietly shapeshifted into something else on many tables. 5 oranges and orange juice. Vitamin C with a catch. Whole oranges are bright, hydrating, and fiber-bearing. Orange juice, however, is a different creature. The fiber is gone, the sugar is concentrated, and the serving size sneaks bigger than you think. Add reflux sensitivity or a stomach that complains after acidic meals, and you've got a setup that can leave you with a heavy-legged morning or creaky knees by afternoon. Not because oranges are poison, but because spikes and irritation add up when the rest of the day piles on. Reframe your orange habit with 3 tweaks. First, choose whole fruit most days. If you love OJ, pour it into a small glass and savor it with a protein breakfast, eggs, yogurt, or cottage cheese instead of drinking a tall glass on an empty stomach. Second, move citrus to earlier in the day if you notice nighttime reflux or leg restlessness. Third, mix your citrus. A small orange alongside almonds or cheese plays nicer with your blood sugar than juice alone. If you still wake up stiff, test a 1-week OJ swap for berries and see if the stairs feel different. Your body will tell you faster than any article. But green apples are sour and less sugary. That's safer, right? Sour isn't the same as safe for everyone. 6. Green apples. Sour isn't sugar-free. Green apples have a clean, crisp image, tart, refreshing, and because they taste less sweet, often assumed to be low sugar. They do have a slightly different profile, but they still contain natural sugars, and their tartness comes from malic acid, which some older stomachs don't love when eaten alone, quickly, or right before bed. If you've noticed late-night calf cramps or that peculiar tight knee sensation on the stairs in the morning, test when and how you're eating your apples. Many people grab one as a solo snack, or they eat it standing at the counter. That's the perfect way to make a gentle fruit land like a jolt. You don't need to retire apples, just upgrade the rules. Slice a small or medium apple and pair it with a tablespoon of peanut butter or a slice of cheddar. Eat it after a meal instead of before, and avoid bedtime apple grazing if reflux or nighttime twitchiness is your personal pattern. Green apples can be part of a leg-friendly diet. They just play best on a team. 7. Mango, a sugar party if you go big. Mango is a joy to eat. Floral, soft, and sunshine sweet. Its glycemic index is moderate, but portion is the trap. Because mango tastes light and doesn't feel heavy, it's incredibly easy to serve yourself 2 full cups after dinner and call it a virtuous choice. If you're managing energy dips, ankle swelling, or next-day leg heaviness, big bowls of mango can act like dessert in disguise. That doesn't mean mango doesn't belong in your life, it means contain it. Use the yogurt trick. Dice half cup of mango and fold it into plain Greek yogurt or cottage cheese with chia or flax. The protein and fiber slow digestion, the portion size stays sane, and you still get the flavor you love. If evenings are your tender time, legs puffy, knees complaining, move mango to lunchtime or your post-walk snack and see if your body thanks you. This is your experiment. Use curiosity as your coach. Now that we've covered the 7 fruits that need a playbook, let's flip the script to the ones that consistently show up for your legs and joints. What to eat instead? Fruits that play nice with legs and joints. You don't fix a diet by removing, you fix it by rebuilding. This is your fruit roster for strength, balance, and comfort. Berries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. Small, mighty, and low in sugar per serving, berries are loaded with anthocyanins and other polyphenols that support vascular health and calm background inflammation. Translation: they're generous to your blood vessels and polite to your joints. Add hive 1 cup to breakfast, blend them into plain yogurt, or sprinkle them on cottage cheese. If grapes are your I can't stop fruit, make berries your I feel full sooner fruit. Tart cherries, fresh, frozen, or diluted concentrate. Tart cherries have a unique relationship with uric acid, and many people with gout or toe-ankle flare-ups swear by a small daily dose. You don't need a lot. Think a handful of cherries, or a small splash of concentrate diluted in water as part of a routine. For some, it's one of those little hinges that swing a big door. Avocado. Yes, it's a fruit. Avocado won't spike you, period. It's rich in monounsaturated fats and fiber, deeply satisfying, and plays beautifully with protein. Half an avocado with eggs or on a salad steadies meals and reduces the need for sweet things to fill in the gaps. For leg comfort, satiety is underrated. When you're genuinely full, you don't graze your way into sugar swings. Papaya. Soft, gentle, and generally easy to digest, papaya brings enzymes and vitamins without drama. It's a great follow-up to heavier meals or a calm afternoon snack. Many find it soothing compared to sharper, more acidic fruits. Pears in, quiet heroes, low glycemic impact, decent fiber, and a sweetness that satisfies without setting off fireworks. A pear with a cheese stick or a few almonds is the kind of snack that disappears into the background in the best way, leaving you even-keeled and ready to move. Put these on rotation. Not every day will be perfect. Perfection isn't required. Consistency is. Let's turn principles into a plate you can use immediately. Your strong leg plate. Simple rules that protect energy and ease. 1. Pair every fruit with protein or fat. This single rule flattens the curve. Nuts, seeds, cheese, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, eggs. Pick your favorite and make it reflexive. Fruit plot partner every time. 2. Mind portions that love to creep. Grapes, watermelon, and mango are the big 3 for bowl drift. Measure once, you'll be shocked. Then decide on a default portion, hive 1 cup for most, and stick to it. 3. Time it wisely. Fruit generally lands softer after meals. If nights are your sensitive window, puffy ankles, calf restlessness, reflux, move fruit to earlier in the day and stop 2 to 3 hours before bed. 4. Personalize for uric acid and meds. If gout or toe ankle pain is on your radar, rotate in berries and tart cherries, measure grapes, watch mango bowls. If you're on blood thinners, treat pineapple with respect and run it by your clinician. 5. Hydrate with intention. Leg heaviness isn't just food, it's fluids and electrolytes. Drink water consistently, add mineral-rich foods, leafy greens, beans, dairy, nuts, according to your plan, and salt meals sensibly if your doctor says it's okay. Muscles work better when they're fueled and hydrated. Want something you can follow tomorrow? Try this 3-day test drive. 3-day mini plan. Feel the difference fast. Day 1. Breakfast: scrambled eggs cooked in olive oil, hive avocado, and hive cup blueberries. Lunch: chicken salad with olive oil and lemon on mixed greens. Pear for dessert. Snack: Greek yogurt with a small handful of cherries mixed in. Dinner: salmon, quinoa, broccoli. If you want something sweet, 1 cup watermelon with a few feta cubes. Day 2. Breakfast: oatmeal made with milk, hive banana just ripe sliced on top plus walnuts. Lunch: turkey sandwich on whole grain with tomato and lettuce. Side of papaya. Snack: blackberries with almonds. Dinner: lentil soup with olive oil drizzle, side salad. Dessert: 1 orange whole fruit not juice. Day 3. Breakfast: cottage cheese bowl topped with raspberries, chia, and cinnamon. Lunch: tuna salad with olives and cucumbers. Grapes measured to haifa to 1 cup. Snack: green apple slices with peanut butter. Dinner: chicken stir-fry with vegetables over brown rice. Dessert: or for 2 hive cup mango folded into plain Greek yogurt. Use these 3 days as a personal lab. Note your stairs, your chair stand speed, the way your ankles feel at night, how your calves behave on a brisk walk. Then choose the changes that move the needle and repeat them next week. Smarter fruit, stronger steps. If there's one takeaway from this entire video, it's this: your body changes with time, and your food has to change with it. The fruits that once felt like pure health when you were 30 or 40 may not serve you the same way at 60 or 70. That's not your fault, it's simply biology. As metabolism slows, blood sugar rises faster, and circulation becomes more delicate, even the healthiest choices can have new consequences. Awareness, not fear, is what keeps you strong. The 7 fruits we covered: pineapple, banana, grapes, watermelon, oranges, green apples, and mango aren't villains. They're powerful foods that need to be managed with strategy. Portion, timing, and pairing make the difference between nourishment and nuisance. When you eat these fruits alone, in large amounts, or at the wrong time of day, their sugars and acids can hit faster, fuel inflammation, or upset the balance your legs rely on. But when you combine them wisely with protein, fiber, or healthy fats, you slow the release, protect your joints, and support steadier energy. The real secret to healthy aging isn't giving up what you love, it's learning how your body works now. The same way you adjust your car's maintenance as it gets older, your body asks for fine-tuning. Once you listen, everything changes. You climb stairs more easily, you wake up lighter, you notice less swelling at night. These are not miracles. They're the quiet rewards of consistency. And it's not just about food. Strong legs come from small, steady habits: walking daily, stretching, hydrating, and sleeping deeply. Each choice works together like gears in a machine. When one improves, the rest follow. Start by tracking what you eat and how you feel. Replace just 1 fruit this week: grapes for berries, orange juice for a whole orange, or mango for papaya. Then watch what happens. Aging isn't a decline, it's an evolution. You have more wisdom, more control, and more experience than ever before. Use that to your advantage. Eat smarter, move with intention, and protect the independence that begins with your legs. If this message helped you see things differently, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and leave a 1 in the comments to let me know. If you're still skeptical, type 0, and I'll bring you more facts and practical examples next time. Remember, your legs carry your freedom, so feed them wisely, move them daily, and never stop taking steps forward.